The Battle of Stamford Bridge. In the year 1066, England was on the edge of chaos. King Edward the Confessor had died, and with him, the crown of England was left vulnerable. His chosen successor, Harald Godwinson, Earl of Wessex, but his claim would be challenged almost immediately, and one of the bloodiest battles in English history would follow, the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Harold's rise to power didn't please everyone. His own brother Tostig had been exiled from his earldom in Northumbria just a year earlier. Bitter and vengeful, Tostig swore he would take revenge even if it meant betraying his homeland. He found an ally in one of the fiercest warriors of the age, Harald Hardrada, King of Norway. Together, they plotted to invade England. With a massive fleet of 300 ships, they crossed the North Sea, sailing up the Humber River, their sights set on York. The Viking army struck first, crushing the English forces of the Earl of Northumbria and the Earl of Mercia. York was theirs. England was under threat, and Harald Godwinson had no time to lose. In an incredible feat, Harald marched his army from London to the north, nearly 200 miles, in just 9 days. The speed of this march stunned the Vikings, who never expected the English king to arrive so quickly. On September 25th, near a small village called Stamford Bridge, the two armies finally met. The battle began with fierce English charges. At first, the Vikings pushed back, their counterattack led by the mighty Harald Hardrada himself. The clash of steel, the roar of warriors, the chaos of war. It seemed as if victory might favor the Norsemen. But fate turned in an instant. An arrow pierced Harald Hardrada's throat, killing the great Viking king where he stood. With Hardrada dead, Harald Godwinson offered his brother Tostig peace. But Tostig refused. He would not surrender. Soon Viking reinforcements arrived, but they were exhausted after rushing from their ships. They fought bravely, yet one by one, they fell. In the carnage, Tostig himself was cut down. The once mighty Viking army was shattered. Of the 300 ships that had carried them across the sea, barely 24 returned to Norway. The Battle of Stamford Bridge was a crushing defeat for the invaders, and a hard-fought triumph for Harald Godwinson. But Harald's victory came at a cost. His men were exhausted, his army blooded, and just 3 days later, a new invader would land on English soil, William, Duke of Normandy. The stage was set for the legendary Battle of Hastings, and the fate of England would change forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into history,